What's going on, guys? Welcome to my channel, Cosmic Theories. My name is Colin. Today we're going to be doing an MCU tier list, but if you haven't already, make sure you hit that sub and notification bell to get notified every time I upload, and if you could, drop a like and a comment down below. Alright guys, so just to go over the tiers real quick, we got the GOAT tier, pretty self-explanatory tiers to be honest. We have the GOAT tier, we have the almost GOAT, so it's not really a GOAT, but it's almost there. We have the great tier, the good tier, and the A tier, you know? Now, I don't have any, like, trashed here or would never watch again because I don't think any of the MCU movies in particular are bad. I think they're all really, really good movies. So I don't really have a bad tier or a trash tier. But let's start this off with Guardians of the Galaxy. We're gonna put Guardians of the Galaxy in. I'm gonna put it in great for now. It is a really funny movie. It's got a good plot line and the characters bond together really well. But I don't know if it might go into the top of good or it might go like down here somewhere in great. So right now we got Guardians of the Galaxy at great. Now we have the original Hulk. The original Hulk I'm gonna put this in eh. It was an okay movie, but besides the post-credit scene with Thunderbolt Ross, I don't think it's just not it, you know? So I'm just gonna put this in eh. It's probably gonna be the last movie on here, but anyway, let's get to Avengers. Obviously, Avengers is an easy GOAT. That is an easy GOAT. I don't even think I have to talk about this movie because that's pretty much an easy GOAT. So, now we have Captain America, the First Avenger. And I'm going to put Captain America, the First Avenger in, I'm going to say almost GOAT for now. I think it's a really strong movie. It's a really good movie. It's definitely up top, you know. I'm gonna put it here for now, and we'll come back to it later. So I'm gonna go through all these movies at the end and put them in their actual place because the top here is the best, and then going down in each category is gonna be the worst. So this is gonna be the best of the best, and this is gonna be the worst of the worst. So I'm gonna go and switch up the movies that I like into different places and stuff. So right now I'm gonna have Captain America for the First Avenger in almost GOAT. I know it might go down here a little bit, but we'll see. All right, so to the next movie we got Iron Man 2. Now, I think Iron Man 2 is probably one of the weakest out of all three Iron Man. So I'm gonna put this in great because I don't think it was the best. Whiplash was a decent villain. I just didn't see like the hype as much as the first two, or the Iron Man 1 and Iron Man 3. So we have Avengers Infinity War next. I mean, obviously, you already know where this is going. I'm gonna actually put it above this for right now. Boom, boom. Pretty much all the Avengers for me are gonna be up here. But we'll get into that later. Alright, so Black Panther. Black Panther was an amazing movie. So I'm going to already start this one off in almost GOAT. Because I think this had one of the best storylines between the villain's relationship between the hero and the villain. Because Killmonger wanted to open up Wakanda for everyone. Because he was locked out and he wasn't really part of Wakanda. And T'Challa was like, no, I'm not going to do that. We want to have all of the vibranium to ourselves. But at the end of the movie, T'Challa had this realization that maybe Killmonger was right, not in all the way he was right, opening up to the rest of the world, but opening up to the world in a specific way. T'Challa actually really opened his eyes and did at the end. So I do think this is a really good movie. I'm gonna keep this in almost GOAT. It's probably gonna stay in almost GOAT, but that's enough talking on that one. Let's go to Captain America: The Winter Soldier. Now this was a really good movie. I'm going to put this one above the first Avenger because I think it is a little bit better. And I'm also going to put Black Panther above. I'm going to put it above the first Avenger, just the first Avenger. Alright, so Ant-Man and the Wasp. Ant-Man and the Wasp. So, as the movies go, they're not the best movies, but they are extremely funny. I mean, they're really good movies, but they're not, like, compared to some of the other ones on this list, they're not as good. But they are incredibly funny. I think Paul Rudd is amazing actor for Ant-Man. I'm gonna put this in good. I'm gonna put these in good just because they're really, really funny, but they're not as good as the other ones on the list. So Thor Ragnarok. Okay, so I'm gonna put Thor Ragnarok in almost GOAT. I really enjoyed this movie. The storyline between Hela and Odin and how Odin locked her up and they have to destroy Asgard, that is amazing. So I'm gonna put this in almost GOAT. It's not quite up to here, this level, but Yeah, I'm actually gonna put this one above Captain America: The First Avenger, just because the First Avenger is kind of like the storytelling of Captain America, like the origin story. And I do think the origin stories are good and all, but I do think the second and third into the trilogies are pretty much better. For each movie, Iron Man, Captain America, and blah blah blah. Yeah. So Endgame, we got Endgame. This is an instantaneous GOAT. This one goes right here. I'm gonna put, I don't know. These two are pretty equal. They're like it's like a part 1 and a part 2 thing for me. So I'm just gonna have to put these 3 up here. You already know how it is. Okay, so Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2. I think this is pretty much matched up with the first one. I'm gonna put it actually above the first one because I do like the second storyline better. I think they're both equally as funny, but I do like the second storyline better. So for the next movie, Thor, the original Thor. The original Thor is kind of weak in my opinion, but I also feel that for all the origin movies, they are pretty much more weak than their second and third movies. I'm gonna put Thor, the original Thor. I'm gonna put Thor above Iron Man 2 for now. So we'll see how this lines up. I really do like the Thor movies. They're one of my favorites out of each character that has a trilogy. But I'm gonna put it right here for now. Okay, so Doctor Strange. Doctor Strange is gonna be at the top of almost GOAT. Now I do think this should be in GOAT for me. I love Doctor Strange, and Doctor Strange 2: Multiverse of the Madness is gonna be the most insane movie ever. But I'm gonna put it in almost GOAT just because I feel like people are gonna hate on me if I put it in GOAT. We're gonna put Iron Man 1 in almost GOAT. I mean, this was the OG. This is the thing that started it all. So this has to go here. I'm actually gonna put this above. I'm gonna put it right here. Actually, I'm gonna put it in the second one in almost GOAT. I do think it's better than every other movie underneath it. Even though it's not the best with like CGI, the best storyline, the best this, it is the OG movie. And actually, I think it's a pretty good storyline. So next movie we got Avengers: Age of Ultron. Now, Age of Ultron is, people kind of hate on this movie. I think it's extremely underrated. Now I would say at the time that it came out, it was pretty much the weakest Avengers movie. But currently up to where we're in WandaVision and everything like that, I think this movie is huge and plays an amazing part, and it's set up great. This movie aged the best out of all the Avengers. Actually, I'd say it's a little bit over Endgame, but Endgame is pretty much up there too. But this movie aged extremely well. It was pretty weak in the beginning, but I'm going to actually put this above the first Avengers. If I can. Yeah, I'm going to put this above the first Avengers. That's kind of weird. I got 4, 3, 2, 1. I'm going to put this above the first Avengers just because I do think it was a little bit better. This first Avengers was kind of just like the origin story characters getting, the MCU origin story characters getting together and fighting Loki. Fighting and having the battle in New York, you know? I do think this one was a little bit better. Not with the storyline in particular, but setting it up and all the little hints and all the little theories they have in there. Captain America almost lifting the hammer and then connecting it back to Endgame where he does lift Mjolnir. That's insane. So I'm going to keep Avengers: Age of Ultron right there. And then Civil War. So Civil War for me is a GOAT tier movie. This movie is so good. This is pretty much like a 0.8 or like a half of an Avengers movie, honestly. This has so many characters in it. It has Scarlet Witch, Vision, and how they portray it and still keep it as a solo Captain America movie. Not a solo Captain America movie, but like a main Captain America movie is just amazing. They have the Avengers breaking up, Bucky, or Iron Man realizing Bucky killed his parents, Bucky and Captain America against Iron Man alone. That scene was incredible. This is a GOAT tier movie. Yeah, this is just a GOAT tier movie. Okay, so next we got Captain Marvel. Captain Marvel's okay. I think I'm going to put Captain Marvel in the... Oh, wait, my bad. I'm going to put this in the... Captain Marvel, I'm going to put Captain Marvel in, I think, the bottom of grade tier. I think it's alright. I'm going to put it in the good tier, actually. I think I'd watch Ant-Man over Captain Marvel again. Yeah, so I'm going to put Captain Marvel in the good tier. It was nothing really special for me. It was alright. I don't know if I really like the actor in it, Brie Larson. But yeah, I'm gonna put it for good right here for now. All right, so we got Ant-Man. I'm also gonna put Ant-Man above this one because I think these two movies are pretty much the same, like rating wise. They're hella funny, and they got decent storylines. But yeah, they're not as good as these movies up here. But I do think they're better than Captain Marvel. So I think that's a good spot for Ant-Man and Ant-Man and the Wasp. Alright, Spider-Man Homecoming. I'm going to put this one above Thor Ragnarok. This movie was really, really good, and the connection between Spider-Man and Iron Man was just insane. And it was pretty much the best Spider-Man to portray high school from all three of them. For the Andrew Garfield, the Tobey Maguire, and Tom Holland. This one portrayed high school, and the Spider-Man himself, Tom Holland, was the best looking Spider-Man, I think. And I just like that this Spider-Man out of those three movies, the Tobey Maguire, Andrew Garfield, and Tom Holland. I think Tom Holland has the best one. Now the OG Tobey Maguire is always going to be an OG one. I mean, I grew up on that, but I think Tom Holland he has the crown right now for the Spider-Man movies. And Spider-Man Homecoming was just all around good movie. So we got Starman. We got Iron Man 3. Iron Man 3 is definitely better than Iron Man 1. Or not Iron Man 1, but it's definitely better than Iron Man 2. I have Iron Man 2 right here. So I'm going to put Iron Man 3 just above I'm going to put it right here. Not above Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2, but not under the Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 1. I think that's a good place for it. Yeah, I was going to put it like right here, but then I would have to move some stuff around. I think this is a good place for this movie. Aldrich Killian, it's a good story. It's alright. The Mandarin, he's okay. I don't know how I really feel about this. We got debated on the Mandarin. We didn't really get the Mandarin from the comics. But I think Aldrich Killian was an okay villain. But the movie in general was phenomenal. Okay, Thor the Dark World. Thor the Dark World, I'm gonna put it right here. I'm gonna put it right under Iron Man 3 and right above Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 1. I think it's a decent movie. The Dark Elves are pretty cool. It explains a lot of things that were going on in Thor 1. I don't think it's anything too special compared to some of the movies up here, but I definitely think it deserves the great tier. So the last movie we got here is Spider-Man Far From Home. Okay, Spider-Man Far From Home. Now, I think these are pretty equally weighted. I think I do like the villain better in the second movie, Far From Home. I think Mysterio was a pretty much better villain, and the ending of it was crazy. So yeah, I'm gonna probably give this one above this first Spider-Man. And this is gonna be my list, guys. I don't think any of the movies were too bad, and I really enjoyed every single movie. But this is the final list we got here. So we got all the Avengers, basically, and what I call Avengers 0.5 Avengers. It's like half an Avengers movie. We got Doctor Strange, Iron Man, Captain America, Black Panther, both the Spider-Mans. I'm really looking forward to the third Spider-Man and the second Doctor Strange. Those are going to be incredible movies. Also, the fourth Thor. I can't believe he's getting a fourth movie, but the fourth Thor. These are gonna be movies that are gonna be, I think, almost GOAT tier, like right off the bat. But I'm probably gonna do a follow-up video after Phase 5 probably. But let me know what you guys think of this tier list. If you guys would change anything up, let me know in the comments. That's gonna end the video here. Make sure you hit that sub and notification bell to get notified every time I upload. But yeah, that's gonna be it. Take it easy.